Hey everybody out there, and welcome back to another weekly comic book haul. And guys, we got a lot of books this week and a couple of extras this week. Not too much. I will update you guys. I did get the covers for the gigantic haul videos that will be coming your guys' way soon. If you follow me on Instagram, you know one of the giant hauls already. I will be taking a picture of the second, and the third one will be coming sometime next week. I actually have a fourth, but it's not a buying haul. It's a haul that I actually found in the attic that I completely forgot about until I actually remembered, and it's going to go great with the other books that I've been getting recently. Other than that, I canceled Dark Avenger Live last night because I was not feeling really well, or up to really doing a live show last night. I wasn't feeling too good. It was a very hectic week, to say the least. So maybe we'll do a live show, or I'll do a live show at some point during this weekend, which I'm filming this already on Saturday. So basically, I mean, maybe I'll do it tomorrow, or I might just skip it completely and do the live show next week instead. Other than that, I'm trying to think of other things. We are gearing up to episode 300 of the comic book review. And with 300, there definitely will be some changes, some shaking up. Every 100th episode, I plan something big. We do something different. Last 100th episode, the indie review was announced, and a few other things started happening. This 100th review, again, there will be announcements for the channel, a couple of changes here and there, and hopefully all for the better and more entertaining for you guys. I will give a little bit of a teaser here. There will be changes to the actual review show itself. There will be changes to the channel as far as video series. Lots of little things and a couple of big things. But again, we are 3 months away, so I have a lot more time. I have a lot of time to kind of play around with my ideas, stretch them, shrink them, mold them, change them, completely change my mind and do something different if I want. So right now they're in the inkling stages. I am making kind of an outline of what I would like to do. And as time moves forward and as we get closer to episode 300, that list will become more of a finalized list of ideas of things I want to do. We are going to be doing a special for the 300th review. I will be talking about this again closer to episode 300, but there will be a special weekend episode celebration for it. 300 is a very big deal for me. When 100 came around, it was huge. 200 was really great. 300's just amazing, and I'm looking forward to going beyond that and further on. Anyway, other than that, Free Comic Book Day was today. We did not have the ability to get to a store. Hopefully on Monday, when things become available online, we'll have a couple of books. I don't think we'll do a Free Comic Book Day haul this time because you guys remember what happened last year at Midtown. We're grabbing literally the books that we really would like to get, and that's it. We're not grabbing the entire stack like we did last year. It was a waste of money, and I just didn't like the policies for Midtown Comics when it came to the Free Comic Book Day book. So we will be getting a couple. It'll be in whatever haul video that they come in. But really don't look forward to too much. We're getting the Marvel stuff, the DC, and maybe one or two other ones that Cindy wants and that we want. Other than that, that's it. We're not going above and beyond this year because it was too expensive last year. And we got doubles, and we had to pay for the double. It was just too much. On to the books. Firstly, you guys, this week in your local comic shops, if you went, you got 2 special Secret Wars freebies. First is the Marvel free previews for Secret Wars. Has a bunch of previews for a bunch of the books that are going to be coming out for Secret Wars. I would definitely recommend, for anybody who's going to Secret Wars blind and has no clue what they should or shouldn't buy, I would recommend checking this book out. This will give you a rough idea of what books you might or might not want. And then on top of that, we do get also a New York Bulletin, kind of like newspaper. It's a free Everything Ends Secret Wars kind of like newspaper. And then obviously we thought this was going to be a year-long event. Apparently it's not. 8 months later is going to be happening in fall 2015. So apparently something's going to happen after Secret Wars and Battle World. And all we're getting is a blank white page that says 8 months later. So I guess we'll figure out what that is during September. So obviously Secret Wars / Battle Worlds leading into something else that we'll see in the fall. So hopefully it'll just be leading back into the normal Marvel Universe, and we won't be going through events all the way from, well, this month, because next week is going to be Secret Wars issue 1, all the way through till next year. Alright. Book-wise, we got He-Man, The Eternity War, issue number 5. Got Oz, Reign of the Witch Queen. I don't know why I said White Queen. The Witch Queen, issue number 1, and I'm slurring my words here. The Jungle Book, Fall of the Wild, issue 5 of 5. This was an excellent miniseries. I would definitely recommend it. The final issue for now of the Fantastic Four, issue 645. We got the variant. I got the variant for this one. Superior Iron Man, issue number 8. This series has been excellent. Mike continues along with Silk, issue number 3. Princess Leia's Mini continues, issue number 3. Got Nova, issue number 30. Been really loving that. Invincible 119. Oh, really quickly, guys, you're not going to see it here. I'm going to be reviewing it digitally. I ordered it from somewhere different. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 45 will not be in this haul and probably won't be in the indie review. It'll be in next week's haul. I wanted to make sure I got the Kevin Eastman cover B. So I went to another store where you could actually pick between cover A and B. Unfortunately, in doing that, it shipped from a bit further than Midtown Comics, and it's still in transit. So I will be reviewing the book digitally, but I will be getting a physical copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 45. It's sold out everywhere, so hopefully you guys got your hands out on 44 and 45, because those books are going to be very hard to find for a very, very, very long time. Not forever. I don't believe books are hard to find forever, because that was what happened with the first, what do you call it, the 3D covers that came out from DC. It was Villains Month. Now you can find them anywhere. It's just one of those things where for now it's unfindable, but give it a year or two and I'm sure you'll be able to find it, and for a reasonable price. Don't go on eBay and spend like $40, $50 on those crazy prices, because you just wait a little while and you'll be able to get that book. Daredevil issue number 15. Alright, now we're going into the DC, but we have 3 issue 40s first before we go into Convergence. Apparently, it's not just Convergence at the end of this month. We got Justice League issue number 40, setting up for the Darkseid Anti-Monitor war thing. We got Superman issue number 40, which is setting up for things to come after Divergence, or just ending Superman's title for right now, moving into Convergence and Divergence. And finally, the sold out Batman issue 40, the end of Endgame, the final battle between Joker and Batman. I wanted to get the movie variant for this, but the movie variant sold out, and then this sold out like immediately after. I'm glad I got my hands on that. Another book where I say just wait a while, trust me, it'll show up again. The rest are the final week of Convergence books. We got Convergence Shazam number 1, Convergence Justice Society number 1, Convergence Crime Syndicate number 1, Convergence Plastic Man and the Freedom Fighters number 1, Convergence Detective Comics issue number 1, Convergence Booster Gold number 1. I'm really looking forward to reading this one. Convergence Blue Beetle number 1. I'm looking forward to reading this as well. We've got Convergence issue number 4, which I should have put that last, but oh well. Then we got 3 more. We got Convergence World's Finest issue 1, Convergence Action Comics number 1, and then finally Convergence Infinity Inc. number 1. Starting next week, we go back to the first week's books. Only there'll be issue 2s, and there'll be conclusions to the first week's amount of books. And we got 4 more weeks of Convergence, and Secret Wars is going to start next week. The extras this week are all trade paperbacks. We went through 0 Hour the second week of April, and I really, for a long time now, I've had several 0 issues. I got a couple more coming next week. But I never got the actual miniseries 0 Hour, the actual 0 or 4 through 0. So I actually got it here. And I noticed that the DC logo, apparently DC's taken all of their even old trade paperbacks, because this trade paperback came out a long time ago, and they put their new logo on their old trade paperbacks as well, which, well, what can you do? And I also decided to grab this. It was on a super sale, like $5. Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. Figured why not give it a shot. I heard a lot of good things about this, so I grabbed it. Same thing, brand new DC Comic logo. And finally, you guys already saw Mike review this on Comic Frontline. We got this specifically for this past Friday, which was Avengers Age of Ultron's release date. We got Avengers Rage of Ultron, which actually, if you're following the Avengers, I would highly recommend you check this out because continuity with Hank Pym is affected in here. This is actually something that takes place in the 616, apparently. And we find out what happens to Hank Pym here. There will be an annual or a special later on down the road, a couple of weeks from now. That'll explain a little bit more about where Hank Pym is. But I would definitely recommend checking this book out. The artwork and the writing is excellent for this book. We will be reviewing. We've already reviewed this for Frontline, which is why I feel like I can review it now. But trade paperbacks are always open for Comic Book Corner on Comic Frontline. Right now, though, I'm not focusing on any trade paperbacks. We're going to get through Convergence. We're going to start up Secret Wars, and then we're going to see where we go from there. I have a lot of things planned for reviews on Frontline. I got a lot of things that I'm planning for here after 300, or during and after 300. And we got a lot of things we're planning for Brooklyn Boys, too, to keep that channel going. So look forward to just a lot of things. I think by the end of 2015, big things are going to be happening on all three channels. Comic Frontline is going amazing. I think big things happen every month on Comic Frontline. If you're not already subscribed to Comic Frontline, I would highly recommend you guys go check it out. We got huge things coming up. We've got Convergence, full coverage. Secret Wars, we're going to be covering as much as humanly possible. Can't cover everything from just Marvel. We've got Mystery Box Mayhem. We've got Frontline Live. We've got Media Madness. Weekly live shows. Really great stuff. We've got interviews. Everything you can imagine is on Comic Frontline and more. Also, the .com has even more. Beyond the videos, we've got articles also on comicfrontline.com. So I would recommend checking that out as well. And while you're at it, don't forget to check out Comic Related. See, it's hard to leave it out, so I'm just going to say it. Comic Related, Comic Frontline, Zone 4 Podcast, and Frontline Gaming Zone. We are your #1 source for comic related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. I wish I could give you guys news on Frontline Gaming Zone, but right now we're focused on the event that's going on with DC, and we're setting up for the event that's coming out from Marvel. As soon as things ease up a bit, we'll be back to doing the gaming again. Priorities are the comics first, everything else second, so we will be moving with the comics, and then once comics settle, we will be back to gaming also. Until next time, everybody, take care. Keep reading, keep collecting. Hopefully tomorrow night or Monday morning will be the indie review. And then Tuesday we'll have the big two for you guys again. Lots of books. Got to read a lot of stuff. The 40s are a bit bigger for this week's DC book. So we're going to have a lot to read. So hopefully that'll be up on Tuesday. Live show will be Tuesday from Frontline. Live show from me will be next Friday. Hopefully, God willing, everything goes well. So until then, everybody, see you next time.